wearing my red stew shirt. Wonder why. Okay, guys, it's Monday morning. We're gonna make this quick. Well, we're gonna try to make it quick. Hubby is doing some stuff. He placed our order this morning. Gonna give some people some time to come on. I've got a great word for you today. I've also got some really good news. Hey, somebody's on. Click the like when you come in, guys. Click the like when you come in. It's the only thing I ask is that you like the video ahead of time, right? I'm your faith and financial girl. We're gonna give you something to get your day started. We're gonna get you started really positive. I hope my AirPods are connected because it is Monday morning. I woke up this morning, guys. I slept in a little bit. Good morning, Victor. I'm so glad you're here. Rent's due, guys. It's getting hot. Lot going on. In this information war of worlds. I believe the resistance is. I believe the remnant. We're not really the remnant, right? Because we're all the loving what we have and want our freedom. Hey, yes, wealth is coming. Hey, Tony. Yay. Hi. Oh, it's getting hot. There's so much going on, guys. There's so much that went on. Uh, there's just a lot of information to share. I'm going to wait for some people to come on. Yes, your connects, aka Stacy. Hi, good morning, Lulu. Good morning, good morning, everybody. Evidently, somebody reported that my chat replay was up at 10:43 last night. I was ineligible for monetization because I played that song. This is my fight song, right? Can't play that this morning. It's okay, guys. I live for this, man. Good morning. Happy National. Is it National Girlfriend's Day? Yay! I did not know that. Not leaving out the dudes. Tony, Victor, I know you're very manly. It's okay. We're not just going to be talking to the girls today. Hit the like, guys. Like. Good morning. Today, God said time to manifest your dreams. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about manifestation, guys, because the world is crazier than ever. Crazier than ever. So listen, you have to unplug from the crazy and plug into your dreams and your goals and act as if they've already happened. It's a simple process, but I'm going to keep talking about it because nobody else is talking about it. They're talking about, look over here, look at this disaster. I'm like, look over here, calm yourself down and have a good day. Future's about to get great. This is my Navy cup. This is my hubby's alma mater, University of Buffalo. So I'm drinking it in honor of him and all of his hard work and sacrifice to a career he's no longer doing. Me too. You got to admit, life is funny, right? You just have to laugh, right? House on the beach by the ocean, sitting on the deck, drinking a moderate. Yeah, I know. And it won't be a bay. You know that song, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay? It won't be a bay. It'll be the ocean. First sip of coffee, I always say for my friends. It's like, guys, I love this. We're having coffee in the morning, right? Talking about life. I know, guys. Okay, we're gonna talk about the abundance that our Father's bringing. Guys, God is a good God. Okay, I'm the Christian version of anything you've ever heard that people talk about and they're very excited about, like law of attraction, etc. I'm the Christian version, right? I'm also the Christian version of seeing everything and knowing that it's all working out for our good, not just because somebody we love said it, the best is yet to come, but because it's promised the best is yet to come, right? He promised in the word, it's promised long life and satisfaction, right? God knows you need money. God knows stuff's come down. God knows that they just passed that huge bill that benefits these guys and hurts us, increases ours, increases the taxes on the less than $30,000 employee, transfers it all to these people and their cronies. So, what do we do about that? You don't worry about it. Why? It hasn't passed yet, right? We just have to wait and see. And while we're waiting, I'm telling you guys, the answer to more taxes is a side gig. And I'll tell you why. Now, obviously, the RV GCR happens this month. That's what I'm expecting. But if it doesn't, like let's say something happens, right? Do not get sad. Come here, right? I still believe this is happening, and I believe it's happening now, right? I do believe it's happening. I believe it's happening now. Anybody here that if a wicked witch landed in Taiwan? Sorry, not to talk about that. But we do need to manifest our abundance. But we do have to keep an eye on the flying monkeys. We need to keep an eye on the flying monkeys so we can duck and cover. Duck and cover. Guys, and I'm here to alleviate your fears about the RV GCR too. You don't have to worry about what system it's going to be in. Who knows? Who knows whether they shift this all and or make it a mixture. Does that matter? No. We're going to do what we are doing now because we're the little people. We're the little people, right? I mean, I'm not a little person, but what I'm saying is we're the people that have to brace for impact of everything that's going on. However, when you focus on abundance, like I focus on how much I love you guys, how much we're building a collective team of people that are going to survive and thrive. We're survivors, guys. No matter what they throw at us, we have survived. Look at us. We look at you. You've already survived, right? So what do you do when rent's due? Right? I think rent's due for these guys, not for us. I think this is going to be the best is yet to come season. I think prosperity is here and it's here now. I think that the Iraqi dinar has already revalued. I really do. They're celebrating in the streets, guys. They're not destroying things. They're celebrating. They're dancing in the streets. Why do you think that is? Right? They're dancing. Now, Monday mornings are usually quiet for intel based on the 10 years I've been involved, but I will go check and see because I haven't looked at it because my hubby got off. By the way, I made this, the dinner was amazing last night. Oh, guys, have some good food. Don't stress. And no, my strawberry shortcake was amazing. I mean, I shut off when my hubby gets home, just so you know, right? But it's only because I bring you my best in the morning when we're drinking coffee together because he doesn't drink coffee. I could never have coffee with him. He doesn't drink coffee. So I'm having coffee with you. See, it always was meant to be. Guys, click the likes. Just, I know it's crazy days. You might be distracted. Just click the like. Take a minute, click the like, right? Do you have an email address? I wanted to send you more music. Yes, I will put my email address down below. Don't send me anything that's not positive. I'm just saying. You know, guys, I don't believe in I believe we create our own reality, especially in the kingdom. That's why I don't pay attention to too much. I pay attention to enough to duck and cover. So you don't have to worry about it because I'm already paying attention to it. I am happy 778yahoo.com. But God has got me solely in his kingdom. That's my email. God has got me solely in his kingdom. And worst case scenario, guys, let's say things aren't changed, but I do believe it's going to be a hot summer. People are talking about red October, all that stuff. While we're waiting, okay, if nothing happens in October or November, I'm going to set you up so you can get major tax deductions. I'm just going to say, I'm going to set you up to get major tax deductions. So chill out. And it has to do with this. Yes, it does. But you'll get your health back. You'll have your pantry stocked and you'll get a deduction. And I'm going to explain all that because most people don't understand that. So I'll help you deduct against the tax increases that they're pushing through on us. Right. And hopefully all the people that have always been against us will wake the flip up. Right. Hopefully they'll wake up. By the way, hey, Gene, good morning. Woohoo. Leo month, my birthday month. Happy birthday, Donna. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Leo is the lion, right? I don't know. I'm not really big. I don't really understand all that. Although God created the stars and put them in the heavens and they all create these amazing pictures. We should be paying attention in some ways. I think they've stolen all the magic out of God's kingdom from us. I do believe in that. I believe they stole all the magic, all the nice, not magic in terms of witchcraft. That's the evil, right? I'm talking about the good stuff where God shows us he loves us by putting constellation in the stars, you know, constellations in the sky for us to look at. Skies are very pretty, right? I got a little bit of light pollution here in my next house. I will not have. I want to see the stars. I'm a stars girl. I'm a stargazer. I love the moon. I love the stars. I love everything outside, right? So we're going to talk about manifesting abundance, right? How do you have faith as a mustard seed to move the mountain? I've already begun to move that mountain. I don't know if you've noticed. My here and sharing with all of you and collectively, we've been believing the RV's already happened. Haven't you noticed everything is getting better? I'm just saying, you think we're not part of that? I think we're responsible for that. I think it's getting better and better because I got more and more people manifesting it instead of focusing on all the things that have delayed it. No, that's wrong. That's the wrong focus, right? God always says, come unto me when you're weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. He also says, he's restoring us, right? I showed you Job 42. He's been saying that to me for 10 years. I've seen restoration in a lot of ways, like in my body. When I had a health challenge, he brought me the other thing, the gel. And then I got results. Like it's like he's always providing. So if you doubt his provision, just remember all the other times he provided in the past. He hasn't, they can't kill him. They can't take God out, right? They can steal your faith from you though, right? So what do you need to do? You need to understand that as a ruler and reigner, somebody who's meant to rule and reign, my average age on this channel, I think is, I don't know, I haven't looked lately, but I think it's like 40 to 55 or whatever. We should be ruling and reigning. And I'm going to give you a crash course, right? I have the keys of David, 22. If 22s have been after you, you've been given the keys of David, just like I've been given. You just don't know that you have the keys. It's just like if you had an inheritance, if somebody gave you an inheritance and there was a trust set up for you and you didn't know about it, you wouldn't be able to withdraw, right? This is the same thing. I'm just telling you what you've had all along was the power to help all the help them, right? And not be stressed out when you see stuff, right? Because it all is CGI. As somebody reported in here, the in our community, not here obviously, and other places that are safe to speak the truth, right? This is not that. I share the truth about this because it's still safe, right? Financial truth, when something's happening, I'll make you aware. I'm making you aware the bill they passed raises taxes on everybody that's making over $30,000 a year. Does raises taxes on everybody, which is exactly the opposite of what he said, right? Think mirror. They say they're going to only tax people making over, what was it? 400 million. Yeah, that really worked, right? Not unless they change the tax code. All they did was they hired more IRS agents to audit all of us citizens. So I'm going to show you how to navigate that as well. Just laughing. I'm sorry. It's become hilarious. If people aren't awake to what's going on, right? I'm not going to point out all the hilarity, but I can laugh at it, right? I can laugh about the witch falling off her broom. I could laugh about Mr. Potato Head falling up the stairs of the plane 3 times. Falling off the bike. I'm just saying, that is funny. Good morning, Jocelyn. Good morning. We're having a laugh and coffee because it's Monday, new week. Holy cow, a new week. Guys, my job is to bring you some coffee and conversation that eases your pain, right? Eases your mind. Because, guys, God has it in control. God's plan, he's going to part the Red Sea, right? Not the red. Everybody takes these colors differently now. He's going to part it just like he did before for all of us people, all of his people, his chosen ones. We're chosen for this, guys. I am honored that God put me on this planet for this. Took me through all my tests and trials building a business where it was supernaturally the way I built it. I can teach you how to build it too. And you don't have to put cards on gas pumps, guys. It's a lot easier than that, right? So if you need to, which we don't know yet, right? If you need to just begin to start a business, you're going to get a lot of benefits on your taxes. If they do pass that legislation that increases our taxes, you're in the right place. Because I'm a financial ninja. I'm a financial ninja, guys. I'm glad you're here. Cheers. Faith and Financial, you should be thanking God that he put you on my channel. Well, it is a move, Mel. We just laugh. God said laughing is good for the high vibes. Absolutely. Laughing is the best. So you got, what are you afraid of? Wicked Witch of the West, who's fallen off her broom. Her hubby is like you know, you know, that's probably why she wants to fly to Taiwan to get out of her house. She's probably so miserable. Think about how miserable they probably are. I know, guys, because when I was in that world, there were more people that were miserable, and they seemed to have everything. I was one of them till I found the good God and discovered His supernatural life. Right? So I'm here to teach you about the supernatural, which is how to manifest abundance. Faith is a mustard seed can move the mountain. Well, you thank Him for all the times He's been supernatural with you in the past. You thank Him that He put you on channels like this and He allowed you to wake up to the wickedness, right? It's not hard to see. So that He could lovingly give you a party, right? He put you, think about it. He put you, he had somebody get you the information about the Iraqi dinar revaluation, and I had 10 years to figure it out, right? That's an abundance of time. And now I'm telling you about it. I've been telling you about it for a couple of years now. And then we got the promise. This is for the people who don't even have the clarity of mind, or they weren't preparing for this. They haven't been on my channel long enough. Guys, it took me a while to build this so people could find me like you did. I was out here all by myself. Now, it ain't about me. I'm glad I did, because God knew I would be just bulldoggy enough. Just and the more angry I got, the more I channeled it into making you guys happy. Isn't that funny? That is the prescription. Make other people happy and you'll be happy too. That is the kingdom law of attraction. You reap what you sow. I sow joy, love, encouragement, lift you up, and I share enough truth to make you feel that you're safe here. Guys, I got you, right? If the taxes go through the roof on average everyday people, I got the perfect plan. It's a side gig. You don't have to leave your house, and you can band with just a few friends. Just a few friends. Or a few family members that are sick, which is everybody, right? Everybody's now afraid of this. Oh my God. I have a feeling, although we'll never be able to prove it, right? Just like, anyways. Good morning, Amelia. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, I work like this because I want my husband to still want me. I do. I work on myself. I become what his favorite person, right? It's because we're a team. Guys, you need your teams around you. My chiropractor is one of my team members. He's totally awake. When I had to go to my chiropractor by myself. I rarely go by myself. I usually go with my husband. And he took advantage of the PPP. He got it all forgiven. And he got a grant, right? He got a huge grant. He got a $100,000 grant. And I'm like, good for you. I celebrated. Celebrate when people around you get, although part of me was like, God, why didn't I get a $100,000 grant? Because I didn't qualify, because I don't have overhead. I don't have a traditional business. That's a whole different ball game, right? If you want to open a traditional business, go ahead, but you better have a lot of money. And if they lock us down again, what are you going to do? That could happen. I'm just saying. It's all good. You don't have to do anything now, right? Now, so funny. That's a product I reckon. Now, I think God is having me tell you, because I think they are gonna. I don't know. I'm not gonna prophesy anything bad, because I know whatever I speak does come out of my mouth. So I'm speaking. The RV has already revalued. The global currency reset. That is the keys to the kingdom is the key of David. Is the kingdom to the heavenly realms. I live under an open heaven. You do too. So please subscribe, tap the bell, tap the like. God sees everything that you do. He's happy you're here, right? He's given me so much encouragement, and so have you guys. I wake up to your cat, by the way. Thank you so much for telling me when my chat went live, because I was out, right? My hubby got home, dinner, hang time, right? And I check out of this stuff. I don't check my phone before I go to bed, or I'd never get to sleep. The only time I woke up at 4 a.m., guys. I woke up at 4 a.m. and God had a message. And honestly, I was trying to get it this morning, and my hubby rolled over and I lost it. And then he started saying, I'm like, I lost it. But it was good. Guys, I wish I had that personal message for you, but that I'll be back tomorrow. I can't believe I lost it. I was like, I'm trying to remember what God said to me. Like, it was at 4 a.m. and it was good. It was really good. But like I said, as I was getting up and getting ready, he said, remind them that if they pass this crazy if they pass this, guys, there's no fear, because I'm going financial ninja you, get you to save on your taxes. Nobody else is doing this. Just saying. Cheers. Future so bright, got to wear shades because we're a family, faith and financial. What more do you need right now? I mean, yes, you need other channels. I suggest you get your news in if you want to know what's going on and you can handle the truth, go over to those other places. But here, how do we deal with it? Right? How do we deal with it? As the sheep wake up, they can come here and get some love. As your friends wake up, I hope you'll share on my channel, because there's still going to be impacts, guys, financially. Matt, good morning. Did you see they were running and then they weren't, right? We're talking about the crypto space, which I love because it's decentralized. This is centralized. This is the problem. All these centralized. Although we need these to do the RV. The central bank is the one going to revalue Iraq. So we still need this right now for us to get our wealth from the Iraqi dinar. I'm just saying. See, it's very complicated, but I'm trying to make it simple. I'm kind of, there's no way I can unzip you and put all I know in you after studying this for 10 years. And there's no way, just like Matt, it's very hard, isn't it, Matt, to explain decentralized finance to people so they can prepare. Isn't it hard to explain? Well, I was really glad my brother John got on, my investment expert. He's the one that got me in. He helped me open my first wallet. And now I'm helping anybody who wants to learn how to open up a wallet and get some of your money out. So listen, I heard this morning, I'm a mix, guys, of faith and financial. I cannot track. This does not track when you watch the replay. Have you noticed? You could miss something if you don't watch it. I'm sorry. I know that's hard for people that don't have a big attention span. 22 minutes in. God is so good. Email sent with music. Thank you. Thank you, God's girl. Steve Moore, how are you? The Future So Bright, I Gotta Wear Shades is a song by Timbuk 3. It is the opening track from their debut album. I will not play any more music on my channel because the whole thing was ineligible yesterday. Yep, it was worth it though, because it was a fight song. Take Back My Rights song. Now listen, the way you fight in the current crooked, high tax, high inflation system is you get yourself healthy. Health is your wealth. And then when you're ready, I will explain to you how this works and how this saves you on your taxes. Because it saves people, get big refunds when they come into business with me. And it stocks your pantry with stuff that's actually it tastes good and it's actually gonna help your body heal. So I've already got a few of my community on here on it, and then they'll come in and they'll share their results, and then you'll see it won't take very long. We've got time. So chill out. You've got me. You've got us. We're all going to be fine, right? It doesn't matter how long it takes to fix all this stuff. We're going to wealth wiggle it through, right? And the same, when the RV happens, I'll get on here and go live to help you prepare of how to do it. Now, somebody had a question and I need to answer it. I'm so excited about this question. Somebody said your trusted estates contact in Florida can't help people in these other states because they're not legally whatever in these other states. Well, let me explain something to you. Anybody listen to Mark Z? Anybody hear his contact that's helping people set up trust? Do you ever hear that? How's he doing it? Mark Z's got 40,000 people subscribed to his channel. I guarantee you they're not all in Texas. Well, let's hope, Steve. If the IRS goes away, I'm happy. Aren't you? Woohoo. If that means Nasara's enacted, right? So, okay. Oh, guys, I know so much. It's hard to pick what to talk about. So, as a kingdom kid or a kingdom queen, I'm a warrior queen for the kingdom. I'm fighting for you with bringing you health and wealth and wisdom of to how to fight. Good morning. Nice to see you this morning. Hi, Kathleen. I'm hot. I'm coming in hot. People, good questions. I feel like I'm in my own little world, Matt. I am too. I'm in my own little world. I created a happy bubble of wealth and prosperity that it doesn't matter to me if somebody's right outside and I can see them. Like people walking by, you can tell they're not happy. Some of them are still doing this. I'm like, oh my God, you're so captive. You're so captive with a Manchurian candidate. Potato head. Ain't even in control. And if he is, it's bankrupt. I know. This I know, guys. I know all this. I know this. Potato head is bankrupt. So when you come in and say, I know a lot of the stuff, Steve, that you're saying. I know a lot of stuff you're saying. So anyways, there are people that literally set up corporations in different places to get tax benefits or not tax benefits. There's a lot of companies that just move their headquarters to Florida because there's no sales tax or no state income tax and no sales tax. So that's how the wealthy think. Okay. Now, but if it flips and we are restored, like whatever, if that flips, then I'm still going to navigate you through that. Right? It could all change. I agree with Steve. I am the optimist in the crowd. I'm the biggest optimist you've ever met. I hope it goes away, but they've been saying that for a while. So I'm just preparing everybody just in case, right? What is it? An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? An ounce of prevention. So I hope it does, Steve. Woohoo, that would be great. I would celebrate with all y'all. Same thing if they get the Manchurian candidate out by any means. I would celebrate, right? So Victor, I know. I think I saw you on Mark's. I listen to him too sometimes. The only thing is, guys, you got to stay. Okay. Now, this is where I come in. You've got to stay already feeling abundant to bring it in. Trust me, God taught me this. The world didn't. God did. The Holy Spirit taught me this. He goes, I have called you. Okay, this is the deal. I told God, I wanted to be an ambassador. I was working to be an ambassador. I was hitting wall after wall after wall after wall in my company. First time working for God. He put me in the business, right? But I had to figure it out, right? He called me to YouTube. I had to figure it out. He didn't say, do this, do that. I just had to start figuring it out, right? Supernatural things happened where he helps me, right? Like Kevin, his channel was Kevin Right Side Patriot. He started showing up on my channel and telling me started helping me. And then he's over there on Telegram, growing a huge channel on Telegram, talking about the same things I'm talking about. So when I started talking about mine, he said, come over here and talk. So then I went over there and talked for hours, just like I do on here sometimes on my live. I talk for hours, but I can't talk as freely as I do over there. So I am fully equipped to stay here and stay up to help everybody. Watch what happens September 11th. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll see. Guys, anybody else disappointed? You get dates and nothing happens? Who am I talking to? Same communities. It's happening in everything, right? You get dates, you hope, you get excited, and then you get deflated. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about staying in the little bubble of peace and prosperity. Hope and wealth is coming. No matter what you're invested in, wealth is coming. I focus on wealth coming. I thank God that the wealth is coming. I thank God for every morsel of food I have, which is a lot. I thank God for the abundance of the tree leaves. I live in a bubble of wealth. God had me walk as if I was an ambassador 2 years before I hit ambassador. 2 years. He had me learn that the only way you get there is you have to believe it's going to happen. The only way we all get there, because I've been listening to all the intel people, and they're truly intel people. They're telling you everything that's wrong, right? Not Mark Z. I love him. I love all the truth. Don't get me wrong. I love all the truthers. Nader too. But then Nader gets attacked, and they're all. It's the same. It's like the life cycle of any business, right? The life cycle of any business. You go up, 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 and then you hit, and then you start going down. That's what's happening to the truther movement. That's what's happening to the dollar right now. It's a sunset on the dollar, right? But as that happens, we can benefit, right? That's why we're in foreign currencies. Yes, Brooke is already working on the end result. She's working on it. Hit the like, guys. Make sure you hit the likes. She's working on a full homesteading plan and design the cutest modern farmhouse, right? I already have. God gave me the vision of my house and the keys. That's why I can believe that this is the way it's going to happen. If it's not this way, it's going to be another way. Some of my cryptos I'm holding, if they go to just a penny, I'll be one of those crypto millionaires. People didn't listen to me, right? Who knows? We don't know which way it's going to go. That's why you're here, so you can be a ninja. You can learn from a financial ninja, because you need to be able to turn on a dime. Believe me, I took a hit, like mentally, emotionally, when I heard about what they passed, details of what they passed. And I'm like, and then I have to get myself happy again because my husband was coming home. So I turn on some music. I get myself happy again. Guys, I'm dancing through this day just like you are. You hear something, boom, get back up. Hear something. As long as your day is more balanced, believing that this has already happened than it is looking at the crap, you're going to be good, right? Try to stay as happy as you can. This makes me happy. I love doing it, right? Drinking coffee with my family makes me happy. Knowing that there's a bunch of us here that have been needing this RV to happen. Right now, I need it even more. But guys, you're not in a position to need a miracle until, oh, wait. You don't qualify for a miracle until you're until you're in a position to need one. Seriously, my husband and I need a miracle. I've done everything I can, and God knows it. I feel like building my first business, when I did everything I could, there was no way I could get there by myself. And then all of a sudden he went, like as if he flipped a switch, and I was an ambassador. Guys, the same thing's happening with this RV GCR. And I recognize it only because I followed God into business that I wasn't qualified for. And I didn't have any network. I mean, I can't tell you how hard it was for me. And if you were to do it, it wouldn't be that hard for you. Trust me. Again, God took me through my paces, right? That's why I am a testament of doing the impossible in my health and in my wealth. Steve goes, you were up to your eyeballs in truth. Yeah, but I can handle it, right? Because I know that God's got me. I'm able to handle it because I'm a warrior queen. I know that these people are evil and they're going down. They're going down. They're going down, right? So if you currently do not have a side gig that you can work from home, that you can work no matter what, like, see, if they shut us down, I'll still be doing videos, right? We'll talk about it if and when it happens. I don't know. Some people were saying it could happen really soon. And I warned, I'm just letting you know so you're not taken off guard, because when you're shocked, you can't think, right? Because your innate beingness of you have certain ways of being. You might want to run, you might want to move, you might have fear, but you're not thinking clearly. So I'm here to calm you down, lift you up, and get you as high vibe as you can. But I usually use music. Can't do it because it made my video yesterday ineligible for any compensation. Oh, I was so bummed about that. It's like, darn it. This morning I checked, ineligible. I'm like, I don't even get, most of them are limited because of what I talk about. So help me out. If you want to donate, please do. I would love it. All things 46 passes are dull and null and void. You mean null and void, not dull, right? Steve, you're up to your eyeballs. I know. Now, so how are you doing, Steve, on the manifesting things? Right? Because when you're up to eyeballs in truth and you're all about getting upset about the truth, you can't live in this world that Brooke and I and Matt live in. You can't live in the world of abundance and peace and prosperity when you keep focusing on what the enemy armies are doing. I'm just saying. But I'm willing to speak about it so you know I'm not just a optimist that has her head in the sand. If you're an ostrich in this day and age, you get eaten, right? You can't be an ostrich. So this is not for ostriches that are not looking at it. That's not what I'm saying. You look at it, you know what's going on. It's going on around you, but you're in this shielded open heaven where God is providing abundance of resources, abundance of opportunities. He's telling me to tell everybody about this constantly because it's a good opportunity to work from home and get yourself healthy so that you can fight if you need to. Just saying. That'll probably make me ineligible right there. Those words, those are fighting words. Somebody was saying they may eventually, you won't be able to talk about war. They may ban that, right? 5D is where I am. Good. Well, if you're in 5D, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Guys, 5D for Christians, you know what that is? When you're worshiping God and you feel like you're lifted out of your circumstances, I don't know about you, but I've learned over the years that if worship and music is a key for me, my personal, the way God created me, you might be different. I don't know. You might, I don't know. I can't speak to anybody else. I can only be me. Worship, music, lifts me out as if nothing's wrong. That's 5D, right? When you get into those, now most people only experience that when they go to a big church that may not be telling them the truth. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. That's what they go for. They go for the experience. I'm saying you can have it every day and you don't have to go travel, go to a building to get it. You can get it right here, right? Because this is where I live. I live in God is good, right? 5D, right? Now, some people, and I'm going to talk to you too, because I don't know, you might be on there. You might be one of these that believe that there's a galactic federation and there's whatever. That's just a whole other level of warfare. There's the grays and there's I'm like, if you want to believe in that, I got enough to deal with right here. Just saying. Am I saying I don't believe in that? I don't know. I don't have an opinion on that. I've never studied it. I've been too busy trying to equip the body to not be so poor and not give all their money away. Anyways, on earth as it is in heaven. Absolutely. Jesus, right? He taught us all how to pray. Father God, this is, I'm an epitome of how Jesus walked on earth. The only difference is I haven't gotten to that supernatural manifestation state where I can look at somebody and see them and they get healed. Can't do that yet. I'm working on it. Right? Seeing people healed from listening to me, that's coming. Because Paul, they would just touch his garment and get healed. Right? That's coming. Stay tuned. Because that kind of stuff only comes from doing the work that most people won't do. I'm talking about the work of getting in the cocoon with God and letting him remold and reshape everything you think, everything you are, everything you believe. Right? And God's shown me miracles. Once you've experienced the supernatural provision of God, you have lost your right to begin any thought with lack. So if you're on here and you're within the sound of my voice and you have experienced supernatural provision from God, what is wrong? Nothing's, he's still your provider. The potato head is not your provider. Wicked Witch of the West, they're all selfish, right? Most people are selfish, right? Uh, they are, and they want to be right, right? Your people that think you're nuts, are they ever going to admit they're wrong? Have they ever admitted they were wrong before? Is it just me that had people like berate, like, you know, I had a family member that, I wasn't able to talk to anybody in the family. I could have, but I honored, the parents and didn't talk to anybody in the family about this. I went to God and said, okay, I'm honoring them. So how do I build it? So I built it completely cold. And my husband left his job before I'd have replaced his income. So telling you, and it's only because the product works. He couldn't have done that if the product was powder in a can that didn't actually show you results. People are so shocked. I've had people that thought I was just moved here to, I don't know, thought I was a scammer or something because I was from away. That's why I wear my locals only shirt a lot, because I'll never be local here, ever. I'll always be from away. So my neighbor, 20 years, talked over the fence, had meals together, subbed together, right? 10 years in, she gets on just the Now and the Energize that I'd recommend everybody get on. She called me up. She goes, I got to tell you, this stuff really works. I had been her neighbor 10 years. I said, Carrie, thank you. I needed that phone call today. Because she got on it when my business was actively being destroyed or tried to be stolen or whatever the fuck they thought they were doing. They bit off their nose to spite their face, right? They were being stupid. They were still really stupid, but they thought they were the smartest people on the planet. They thought they were smarter than me because anyways, I'm not going there, guys. That's so past. You got to focus on where you're at now. Where are we now? You've survived. Congratulations, right? I'm here to help you raise your faith so you can manifest all your prayers, which is the RV is done. The Iraqi dinar revalues. We've gone to the bank. The money's in our accounts. Now what are you going to do? You're going to start your plans. You're going to make your plans as if it's already happened, because there's too much information that we've been given that it's already happened. The word on the street yesterday, without me even looking it up, the word on the street yesterday was that Iraq was going to seat their government today, which is, they're ahead of us, right? I think. I don't know. Time zones are always confusing for me a little bit. I try to keep it simple. I try to keep everything simple, guys. My faith is very simple. I know God is good and he's my provider. So when stuff happens, gotta be careful. So hard. Look at the pretty flowers. Aren't they pretty? I decided to put pull my other table over here so I have a place to put my coffee, so I'm not pulling up and my hair getting in it. It just made a change, made an improvement, so I can come to you live every morning. So thank you for being here. I love knowing here in 5D my voice is truly God's name being spoken. Absolutely. Yeah, guys, for the Christians who don't understand 3D, 5D, it's real simple. When the world, right? We're in the world, but not of the world. We're supposed to be of another kingdom. We're supposed to bring Jesus walked around and said, the kingdom of heaven is here. And I'm saying the same thing. It's here on earth as it is in heaven. That's your job, to bring heaven to earth for you, and as far as you are accountable. Now, he promises that everywhere on which the sole of your foot treads, he's already given it unto you. So he's already given us the RV. I'm just saying. The word says it. It's already ours. It's just the perfect timing for it to revalue. Same thing. When he already gave me, God lives outside of time, right? You pray, he answers your prayer, but you're walking out this timeline, right? So you pray over, let's do it over here. You pray over here. Okay, God, you told me I would be a presidential director in my company, which is $8,000 a month in one form of income, and there's 5. You told me I'd be a presidential director here. I had to walk it out. When the date for that was over here. And when did I hit almost, my greatest month was 2000. I got promoted to ambassador 2008. I started in 2002. My husband left his job 2003. That's when I really started my business, was 2003. Because that's when I really became obedient, started building a business, right? Instead of just giving people discounts on products, which I tend to default to because I like to help people save money. It's just who I am. But he answered that prayer. I had to walk it out to see if I believed him, right? Same thing. I invested in the dinar. He told me to invest in it. He basically literally said in my head, dinar. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do some research. I had a friend call me and tell me about it. I said, okay, thank you. Thank you. I'm always honoring when people share information with me, just like when John called me up and told me about crypto. I listened to him. I went immediately to a workout. I'm working out. And God, you know what God said to me? You know, I told you that anything you do will prosper and succeed. I'm like, you're right. Telling you guys, it's I don't know when it's going to happen, right? I didn't know when I was going to get promoted. I didn't know these timelines. That's up to God, right? Just like some people are like, oh, Jesus is coming back, whatever. Whatever. If he does, I know I'm good, right? But I am here with you right now on this date, which is August 1st, new month. What are you going to do to help secure your heavenly kingdom on earth? What are you going to do? What do you choose? That's up to you, right? But what I'm saying is you can't make a mistake because you're in the kingdom. Can you mess up your life? Yeah, David did, right? He slept with Bathsheba. He wasn't supposed to be there. He was supposed to be at war. Everybody else was at war. He was hanging out. He's like, maybe he needed a vacation. I know how that feels when God gives you promises and it takes a long time. God gave him anointed him as king when he was a kid. It took 17 years for it to occur. 17 years. I understand a little bit about that, right? And then once he was king, he probably was like, oh, just like after the RV happens, what are we going to do? Well, you're going to keep tuning into my channel because you're not going to let your life roll off the rails. You're not going to do stupid stuff and lose it all. You know, most lottery winners, their mindset is they're broke in 2 years because they have no idea how to handle wealth. That's why you're here. That's why God told me to start talking about this, because this is going to happen. And there's going to be a lot of people who've never had wealth coming into wealth. And you'll need somebody to help you. Donette, thank you. Hey, we're going to be great friends then. Guys, I love you guys because you're resonating with this. Why? Because it's confirmation that I'm doing what God told me to do. And I've done a good job because you guys are here. Like, trust me, you know how hard it was. You have no idea. I'm in the same town where they didn't listen to me. Most of my business was not built in this town. Most of it. Some of it was because that cards on the gas pump. It took one guy that was very, very sick, who knew everybody, who'd been a Mainer, right? Yeah, I knew I had to get a Mainer with the network. And he came through the card on the gas pump. It was a pain in the butt doing it, and he was a lot of work. But once he knew, other people came. He was my biggest business builder. And you know what he said to me? We ended up having mutual respect for each other as brothers and sisters in the kingdom, even though I looked different than his church espoused, right? He was a good man because he knew my heart, right? He knew I was a good person, just like my husband. Like, he knows my heart. He's been living with me. You guys know my heart because you see me as I am. This is the same person I am with my husband. I'm the same here as I am in my life. But the interesting thing, the people that come against you are the people that either can't handle you because you're too happy, and they talk about you behind your back. They don't understand why you're so happy. It's like, I got that my whole life. Why are you so happy? When I was a kid, I was doggedly determined to get a horse. I wanted to be a jockey. I outgrew that. So then I said, well, what else can I do? I can do barrel racing. So I started. So instead of going around a track on a horse with a tiny saddle, which I'm really glad God got me into the barrel racing, because there's a big horn that you hold on to when you go really fast. I want something to hold on to if I'm going to be on top of a rocket. I'm just saying. And I'm so happy because Brooke, when you and I started talking about um, focus on your dreams, I started thinking about it. I was like, I had to take a vacation. I had to take a break from everything. And I'm like, I really want to be a barrel racer. I started college because I wanted to be able to afford a barrel horse. But the problem is in college, South Florida, I'm in Price Waterhouse. You think there's a lot of barrel racers running around there? No, because barrel racers aren't usually, they don't go to college and become a Florida CPA and get a great GPA. And I was too smart, right? So, but once I did that, I got into the hamster wheel of the matrix of working 80 to 90, 100 hours a week. I had no life. God sets me free from all that. And he's continuing to set me free. Hey, Stormy, 10 whole years. You talk about my investment in this. Yeah, it's been 10 years. But guys, it took a long time for me to build my business. So this is nothing different. And it's perfect timing, right? I'm 56. I'm on the downward slide of my, I want my money making me money, right? In fact, okay, quick story. I was laying on my hammock. I was praying. I said, God, how am I going to get to presidential? Because that's the vision he gave me when I wasn't even an ambassador yet. It goes from ambassador and then double that is presidential. That's how it works in my business. And so I was at ambassador, but I couldn't see how to get to presidential. And I was helping so many people and I didn't have a team and my husband was called to the fire department. So my partner was gone. My business partner was gone. I didn't have a team. And I'm like, I can't handle any more people. So how am I going to get to this level? And I swear to God, 5 minutes later, because I manifest my prayers a lot quicker now. That's why I know the RV's already done. We're going to get notification. I don't know when, maybe today. Right? I'm hoping today. That'd be great. Right? I know it's already done because God called me into it. God is not man. God cannot lie. God told me I'd be a presidential director. By golly, I'm laying on and I held him to it, just like I'm holding him to the dinar. I'm holding him to it. I'm like Jacob with the angel. I'm not letting you go till you bless me. Right? That's the kind of faith you need. Bulldog, barrel racer, and all those other events I'm going to probably try because have the horses. The horses are very expensive. Have you ever watched Yellowstone? I just sit there and I drool over the horses. I do. I'm like, ooh, pretty. That's why I watch Yellowstone. And Beth Dutton, I love her. I'm like that in the kingdom for you. I'm like that for you. Not fighting the wicked evil of the world. I go to the root problem, which is the enemy of our souls. He ain't getting anything over on me. He's beneath my feet. He's beneath your feet too. Stop letting him torment you. Stop letting him speak into your ears that you can't do that or you're crazy. Stop it. Stop listening. This book says you have power, love, and a strong mind. Hold on. I'm losing my... I'm all but entertained. This was rolling off the porch. Oh, sorry. Comic relief. God told me no college, no clue. Why? Because I'm supposed to be on a homestead. I had to clue and I tried corporate America and none for layoffs before I understand. Yeah. So guys, when God got a hold of me, he took me out of the matrix system. Right? I already didn't trust the medical system because the way my mother died, if you paid attention, she went to the hospital, and told them she was having a heart. My mother was like me. I'm my mother. Right? I was just like my mother. That's why we fought a lot because we were too much alike. We fought a lot, but I best mother on the planet for me. God knew what he was doing. You are tall. I know. And Steve, I get that all the time. As soon as I stand up, people are like, holy flip, especially if we're in a restaurant and my husband's taller, right? So we stick out. In fact, one of the mother of the woman who took 10 years to get on my products and then told me, wow, they really do work. 10 years being her neighbor. then I have another friend. I'm still friends with these people, right? Mainers. I met her in a divine appointment. I mean, honestly, okay, this is the deal. I had a mammogram, right? And they said there was something suspicious. And so I'm like, God, you're my healer. There ain't anything suspicious. Thank you, God, for my healing. And so in my head, I just said, thank you, God, for my healing. Thank you, God, for my healing. I didn't think about it. I'm like, thank you, God, for my healing. So I had to go for another thing. I go for the other thing. They need me to come back again. Third time. I go and I'm like, okay, God, there must be some reason why I'm here. I must be meant to meet somebody. I don't know, but I know I'm healed. I know there's nothing wrong. So I go to the, the sonic. It's not a sonogram. They do the imaging. They do the gel, the cold gel. They never warm it up, and then and so I go in, and before she even does anything, this is what she does. She comes back and she goes, the radiologist just said he doesn't know why you're here. I said, oh, I know. I am healed. I don't have any problems. I tell my body, I tell my cells, I command my cells to be healthy. You guys got to understand, I walk this, I talk this. I do give it the best nutrition on the planet to have the best chance of my cells being equipped to be able to do this. Without this, I couldn't have done that. I was just as sick as you guys, some of you guys are. And I said, God, I need you to heal me. And he brought me this. And then he told me to build it. Just like the woman with the widow of oil. Go around, borrow all the pots. The oil didn't run out. He goes, now sell it. That's exactly what God did to me. I know this is how he works. He wants you to work. He doesn't want you to be unemployed. Unless he might give you a break. He might give you a season where you don't work. But most intensive purposes, he puts people to work. Anyways, I get in there and I said, no kidding. I know I'm healed. So why am I here? You must have a question. What's your question? I literally said that to you. You can imagine me saying that to a stranger, right? Plus, when they, okay, my first appointment, my first mammogram, this little person, as they shut the door, she goes, hi, I know you from church. That's what she said. I know you from church. So I remembered she was the one waving at me, but I never saw her again. And they shut the door. I'm like, that was so weird. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that happens to me, guys. I kid you not. So I go in the room and she says, oh, the radiologist said he doesn't know. I said, I know. No kidding. I know I'm healed. Why? She goes, how do you know that? I said, because I'm a Christ follower. He heals me. He already healed me. If there's a report, that something's wrong with your body, are you going to agree with the report or agree with what God says? That's a lesson for somebody. That's a boom. So she goes, well, let's get this done because you're here. I said, okay, so what's your question? I know you must have a question. Give it to me, whatever it is. She goes, well, I've been dating this guy and he's been pressuring me to have sex with him and I'm not sure if I should. And I said, I'm the perfect person to answer that question. Is he the one for you? And she goes, well, I think he is, but I'm not sure. I said, well, if you keep not having sex with him, he'll prove himself to you. Girl, that's the only leverage you have. Just say it. Ooh, I'm coming in hot. Hit the like. Guys aren't going to like this, but whatever. Do you want a woman who's going to be faithful? Or do you want a woman who's going to just be camel toe? Kamala. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I went there. You know what happens to them? They get ugly and gross. Yep, Brooke. Yep. And I was 34, still single. So anyways, I told her that. And I said, this is what you need to, and I told her exactly what to do. So listen to this. I told her what she should do, which was tell him the truth. I'm not going to have sex with you. unless you're serious. And if you want to get married, then, I mean, this is before the Put a Ring on It song, right? I know, Stormy. Truth facts with optimism, right? What's the optimism? She ended up getting married to him. They got married. And we were invited to their wedding. And I said to Kevin, oh my God, we've just passed a boundary. He goes, what? I said, we were just invited to 2 Mainers that got married. And then at I was invited to everything, right? She called me her moral friend. I'm like, oh, that's nice. So anyways, this is the friend that I'm talking about, right? She lives in a little bubble. She's had the same job for 30 years. She prays, but she can't, she can't handle her world being craziness outside of it. She lives in a nice little compartment, and that's fine. That's good for her. She's not like me. I like chaos, right? I can run into chaos and calm it all down. Like truth to chaos calms it all down. Like, what are you worried about? God's your provider. What are you worried about? He's also your healer. What are you worried about? If you want to take this product, ask him to provide for you to take it. It's not that expensive, actually. And if you register for 20% off, get 5 friends. 20% times 5 is 100. Then it's free. But you got to do some work to get it for free. Just saying. 10% off on auto ship. So, just saying. Why do you think I look the way I do at 56? It's this. It's this. I was at GNC getting some extra protein powder, and there's one behind the counter, and I'm going to tell you, she didn't look like me, and she was a lot younger than me. And she goes, and she was pregnant. And she looked you can tell by their skin, guys, this is me, skin, look good. I do have some wrinkles. I'm 56. Come on. I also didn't have sunscreen growing up, and I liked laying in the sun, and I got burned a lot. In fact, the day I went for my interview at Price Waterhouse, I had been to the beach and I got too much sun, and my face was even blistered. I've done it all, guys, but God's my healer. I don't worry about that. I don't even let that C word come into my why, because I command my cells. God is in all my cells. The kingdom of God is here. The kingdom of God. Cancer doesn't exist in the kingdom of God. Guys, wake up. Neither does whoop, 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 whoop. And the only reason why I got the thing, the cough thing, whatever, the only reason why I got that was to give me 27 times immunity for what is coming next. You gotta equip your immune system. This equips your immune system, and then when I got it, I got 27x, baby. And I also have a store of those things, those things that actually work. So anyways, we were walking the dogs, right? She pulls us over in the dog park. And she said this at the last dinner. She goes, I just don't understand what you do. I just don't understand. Oh, by the way, she's had lupus, and it's been in remission because she's been on this. She had lupus when I met her. She's in remission, and she keeps taking this. Her husband's a lobsterman, and he works hard, got a lot of joint pain. I said, Arthefect, baby, a lot of it. They take this. They became distributors to get a discount, I think. Yeah, they did. They became distributors to get a discount. But he doesn't like my business model. He doesn't like it. I don't know why. Because you help more people if you turn people onto the business, right? I can only service so many. I can service 20 customers possibly. Service them well. Like now that I got this channel, probably 40, because I can get on here and help you answer your questions. So if you have questions, if you order this, and remember, once it comes in, get on here, make a comment and say, I received it. And then the next live I do, I will show you a demonstration of what you exactly do. I'll actually pull out my cans, show you how it looks when you open your cans, and it's not that hard. I know you guys can do it. I'm right. I hope. I don't know what I just said, by the way. This is what I was, God created me to be this. Isn't that funny? He's like, I'm going to take this barrel racing, courageous, bold person who went way high at the corporate America, and I'm going to pull her into my kingdom, and I'm going to get her help everybody for such a time as this. Help you with your faith and your finances. Doesn't that make sense? That I'm your faith and your financial guru? I'm not a guru, but I'm a brother or sister. I'm not a brother. I'm a sister. We're all brothers and sisters. The body pods. I know. No way. It ain't going to touch us. But you have to believe that. But guys, if you can't believe in divine health, you need this. Especially if you're already behind the 8 ball, because your symptoms, like I had IBS, constipation, acid reflux. My symptoms were keeping me from believing, right? And I saw the woman with the issue of oil because I was diagnosed with IBS at 17. So, but that time I was 35. And I was like, the woman with the issue of blood, 17 years, then what do I need to do? She just touched his garment and she was healed. What do I need to do? And then he brought a woman who brought that to me. I just had to open my eyes to what he was telling me. Right. And again, I just have this unique ability to hear from him. It's a gift. It isn't, well, it's a gift and I've sacrificed to do it. Okay, guys, I gotta wrap this up. Any questions? I know the RV's coming. No monkey dance. I know. It's all, guys, they have done everything they can to make you believe that God is not in control because they want to be in control and they want to take all your money. God doesn't. God wants to give you money. He wants to give you opportunities. He wants to make you healthy and wealthy. His kingdom is health and wealth and managing your resources well. Once you learn how to do that, everything will go so much better. Everything in my life goes well because I manage what I have well. I manage it. This is the temple of the living God right here. You've got to get your temple managed. Am I perfect? No, it ain't about being perfect. If you keep trying to be perfect, that's vanity and chasing after the wind. That's what the richest man in the Bible said. Everything is vanity and chasing after the wind. Everything. Except seeking God for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, of which that's what I've been doing. I know, the 80s used to lay out with baby oil. I know, me too. And I was at 6,000 feet. And then when I went to Florida, a whole different type of sun. Guys, at that time, I moved to Florida in, I don't remember. It was like 84. I graduated high school in 83 in Rock Springs. Moved to Pennsylvania, figured out that to go to school at Penn State, it would be wicked expensive. My daddy was retiring. So I moved to Florida. I went to Florida on spring break, met some people who told me that if you move to Florida and go to college, it'll be cheaper. Divine appointment. Didn't know that, but that's how I got to college and it was cheaper. I only owed $7,000 in student loans when I graduated. Just saying. And I was making a lot of money. Financial ninja. I've always been one. I was created for such a time as this, guys. So don't worry about anything. Don't. I will let you know what's coming down the pike financially, but I do believe the RV is actually done. Because supposedly yesterday, Iraqi's going to seat their government today. That's even another thing checked off the list that some people said had to happen. It's not going to happen until it happens. Now, if that happens, guys, there's nothing can stop what's coming. Nothing can stop what's coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying it. Please share it. We've got to build this community of people that are going to get through no matter how long this movie takes, right? Because I've always been saying it, even if they fix it right away, there's impacts. Right? Okay, our beloved number 45, the person who we believe is still, I hope, is with this color. I hope they're in control. I really do. I pray. I'm an optimist, so I got to believe that. Hit the like button, guys. I know it's imminent. Gainer, thank you for agreeing with me, and thank you for the yeah, I know. I think we all do. Right? If you're not in it, don't worry, because when that happens, that's when Nassar and Jassar is going to happen. Well, maybe not. It may take, I don't know. Nobody knows. I can't lie. The truth is, I know the dinar is going to happen because God cannot lie. Do I know when? No, I don't. But I'm going to help you prepare regardless. What did I come in here? I started this morning, for those of you who just got on here, saying that they passed that thing. It's going to increase taxes to everybody over $30,000 a year. But you've got me. If you need to get some of your money back, which somebody on here said they take $900 out in taxes biweekly, I can help you get some of that back. Are you interested? Keep plugging in. Hit the subscribe button. The future is very bright, guys. No matter what happens, you have options. You always have options, especially on my channel. You have options. God bless you. I love you. I love you all. That's why I do this. I love you. So thank you for being here. And if you've been here this long and you're watching the replay, comment 777 down below, or money is coming, because money is coming. Because God promised his kids, we are going to rule and reign right now. It's our time. It's our season. We're ruling and reigning. So cheers. And this is my husband's alma mater, just so you know what my cup says, University of Buffalo. I still love it, even though he's not in that career. Just like my alma mater, not in that career. But it's benefiting you, right? So praise God that I'm obedient servant to do this. God bless you. I love you. Cheers, Victor. Cheryl, you just did you just get on? Money's coming. I love you, girl. I hope you have a great day and watch the replay. Cheers. Yeah. Oh, I always cheers. A few minutes. Oh, man. You'll have to watch a replay. I love you. It was good. Wasn't it good, guys? I was on fire. I was coming in hot. I was talking about everything, right? Okay. I love you guys. Cheryl, we'll have to catch up at some point. We say this every weekend, but it never happens. But that's okay. My husband's working a lot, so sometime this summer we'll just catch up. God bless you guys. Guys, keep praying for all your investments, right? Even if you're not in the RV GCR, which I think is happening, especially the RV. The Iraqi people are celebrating. Just summarize, Iraqi people are celebrating. Just so many things have happened. Supposedly they're seating the Iraqi government today. So there's so many things that are, this is the most news I've heard in 10 years that is positive and for this. Not to mention people on the street is saying it's happening. That's why they're celebrating. It's happening. It's all happening. Well, Steve, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how the details work, guys. I just know God told me to invest in it, so I know he can't lie. I'm big picture, but I bring it down and help you understand the financial ninja way of dealing with the crap that's going on in the world with our current potato head and what the flying monkeys have passed and what the potential impact to you is, which increases your taxes and increasing the IRS. But I will teach you how to do that. Why? I was audited by the IRS when I got into my business. When I left corporate America, took a year off and then started my business, they audited me. Why? They wanted to know where my tax revenue was. Where'd she go? She used to give us a lot of taxes. She made a lot of money. Where are her taxes? So they audited me. And I went to the audit prepared. I can support every single deduction on my return. And I went prepared and she goes, oh my God, you're making real money. I go, yep, I am. That time I was making about, I don't know, $1,500 to $300,000 a month. She goes, I don't know why they picked you because you don't even take as much advantage as you can having a home-based business. I said, which areas can I take more advantage of? And she told me those. She goes, I don't know why they picked you. I said, I do. I knew back then why they picked me. They were looking for my tax revenue. That's why they know who I am now. That's why it's a flipping miracle. You should be praising God that I was able to navigate and stay up. I don't put off. I don't tick off the systems. I make them my friend. So make sure you hit the like many times. Subscribe, unsubscribe. Just a few. Just if everybody did it a few times, it would make the algorithms love me. More people would find us. You'd help more people by doing that. That's the whole point. You'd help more people find truth, facts with optimism in this sheep dip show of a land we're in right now. I'll help you survive it. I've said this all along. I've been consistent. I know I believe so too. Are there a few that maybe not really be believers? Probably, but this flew through the Christian community. Why? Because we're the Christian communities are the brokest and the sickest. Honestly, why is that? Enemy of your soul wants you to see the wicked people prospering, so you go over to their team. That's ultimately the game. Big picture. He wants you to see all your wicked neighbors who don't follow him, don't do anything, succeed and retire and flaunt their wealth, right? Until the wealth transfer happens and their eyes are blinded. They can't see this, right? Because God is above all humanity, all people, and he lives inside of you, right? You need to get strong in the Lord, and there's nothing you cannot do. You cannot fail. You cannot help but succeed with him on your side and having your back. That's why in Ephesians chapter 6, all your weapons for warfare, there's nothing on your backside because you ain't supposed to be turning your back to these evil people. You're supposed to be warring the way he tells you to war. God bless everybody. I got to go. Talk to you later. I love you. Thank you for watching. And still, if you've watched till the end, if you've seen this, I got to give you a different code because I did the 777 already. Do rainbow. That's the promise. That's the ultimate promise. That's also my signal with God. So put the rainbow, either emoji or write the word rainbow, and I'll know you watched till the end. God bless.